we're going to change the dates of the GDS from beginning of September to end of July and from March to February. And the reasons for that is that the whole market has changed a lot in the last years. So at the moment the GDS is at the very end of the season, and we are just for the rest of ordering, but most of the order is already done at this time of the season. This is the first reason, and the second reason is that we spoke to a lot of retailers, and the retailers told us that they would need a trade fair at the beginning of the season to really have first the information and then start to order. Then first plan the assortments and then really order. So we would like to be more than just a sales platform, but more a platform for information and for communication. And this is the reason why we changed the dates. But by changing the dates, this also means that you change the position and the concept of the GDS, because it's a difference if you're at the end of the season or at the beginning of the season. So when we decided to do it, we also thought about what should be the focus at the beginning of the season. And as I said, the retailers would like to have information, and we also spoke to the industry. And for the industry, it's one client is the retailers, but they also would like to promote really their products and their brands and everything. So we said it's necessary to do more than just changing the dates by giving a lot more awareness to the sector, to the individual exhibitors, and to really give the needed information to the retailers. So the first thing we did is that we rearranged the whole halls, that we said we would like to make it easier for everybody and more interesting, more inspiring for everybody. And so we looked to the big cities in the world, and within the big cities you really can find very clearly defined shopping words. Normally you always have a shopping word like in London, like Oxford Street, where you can find all the big brands, and then you have other shopping words where you can rather see very small, unconventional labels. This is in London, for example, New Street. And then you have the luxurious word, as an example in London, the Bond Street. And we said we would like to bring this different shopping words to the GDS. So for the future, we are going to have 3 words. The one is High Street for the big international brands and for the trend-conscious collections. And the next one is the pop-up, the urban groove, where we bring together all the brands with a very clear and very clear profile, smaller brands, hip brands in a very hip neighborhood. And then we will have as Bond Street of GDS will be Studio, the premium node, and there you can find all the premium brands. But it's not only about, we are not only talking about bringing brands together, but we also are going to create the whole architecture in different ways. So in High Street you will have big avenues. In pop-up you will have all the stands like in a square of a marketplace, very a little bit chaotical arranged within this marketplace to really get the real inspiration by just going around there. And in Bond Street, in Studio, we are going to have a very clear concept. We are going to have our so-called not formal white cubes. So we will provide our exhibitors with a concept area, but also we will give the possibility to have individual brand presentations in the studio part. So we will mix it up a little bit, but the atmosphere is going to be totally different in all the different words. This is one part of the new concept. The second part is that we say we believe strongly that in the future, especially brands are going to have success. This means that the shoe industry really have to think about how to have a very clear profile, how to send out clear brand messages, and we would like to give them the needed awareness to do so. So we are going to have a pillar which we call 15 minutes of fame, where we bring together at the first day the whole press, the whole media, and bring them from presentation to presentation of the different brands. And we will have fixed hours for that, so that the media knows at 10 o'clock you can find an interesting presentation at brand A, and within the next 50 minutes brand B. And we will work together with our brands that they really have a stand built for these special events, so that they really think about before exhibiting at the trade show at the GDS, that they think about how could I give a very clear picture to the media and therefore as well to the customers by having a certain stand presentation, by bringing some shoes, some highlights, really in the focus of the cameras. And the third thing, and this is something totally new, is that we decided not only to have the trade show at our fairground, but we would like to bring the GDS, and with the GDS all our brands to the city. So on the last day of the new GDS, we are going to have a consumer day, and all the brands are invited to really do together with their retail partners, or even if they have a flagship store, they can also do it by themselves, to have a big event for the consumers, and to have really direct contact to the consumers, to know how consumers react to the new collection, and just really to have a better brand building in the city and not only at the trade fair. And we also believe that it's more interesting for the media, because if they have on the one side B2B business at the trade fair, on the other side they have different events in the city, it's even more interesting for all kinds of media to go to the GDS. We got a very positive feedback regarding the concept, because people are very much impressed about the concept. They think that it's really very clear, and that the different pillars of the concept are very good for the future. On the other hand, now they are discussing what does it mean for me individually, because it's not easy to understand how can I profit from the concept. If I only have a little collection, I'm not a really big company, then there are a lot of questions. And this is the process we are now in, that we really would like to talk to them and give them ideas of how to profit from the concept. And the other reaction of the exhibitors to the new concept was also that they really think it's a very visionary concept. So and you can see in the reaction of some other trade shows or other sales platforms, how they react, that it was really the right direction to go advance the dates, and on the other hand, that it's something very special and something really new in the market. This was the reaction that it will work for the sector to really have the kickoff of being more innovative for the future.